Well, good morning, minions. How y'all doing? Now, I think I've come to that acceptance stage where it is what it is and we just have to deal with what we got. Now, I'm not sure where I'm going to go from here, to be honest with you, because we are non-voters here in Alabama, so I think what I'm going to really do is try to work on our voting base to get us to start voting. I'm also going to look at trying to run for city council, but not with these horns, although it would certainly make me stick out, wouldn't it? Truth of the matter is that once again, the American people have fallen for the lies and the deceptions of rich people. Working class people believe that the rich actually give a shit about them. FYI, they don't. Our corporate media failed us by not checking the fascist that's going to come into power. And yes, Donald J. Trump is a fascist. He likes fascists. And as you know, Russia and North Korea and the Taliban were celebrating the return of Donald J. Trump. Now, we're not going to go into this anymore because it is what it is. Let's move on. But the truth of the matter is this is going to hurt us as a nation. We all know this. Those of us who looked at Project 2025 and now America first. Now, that doesn't sound like fucking Nazi Germany at all, does it? America first. I wonder if the Nazis used Germany first. They probably did. Did y'all know Make America Great was actually a Nazi, neo-Nazi symbol? It's what the Klan did. Yeah, you remember that Madison Square Garden thing? Oh, not the one that just had where, Puerto Rico was a floating thing of garbage. Whatever. The American people have chosen. And that's just all there is to it. But here in Alabama, it's a little different. They're like, Tori, how can you work with MAGA? First of all, most people in Alabama are not MAGA. Yes, they vote Republican, but they're not MAGA. Truth of the matter is, the Democratic Party left here a long time ago. Don't give a fuck. As for me, I will be changing my party alignment. I will not support the Democratic Party anymore, not because I don't believe in their ideas, but because our candidate needed them. And instead, 13 million of them chose to not vote? Then you had those idiots that voted third party. And don't even get me started on the poor Palestinian people. They were splintered from both sides. Now, Donald J. Trump promised Muslim Americans that he was going to bring peace between Palestine and Israel. I wonder what that's going to shape up to look like. At any rate, I have to go into Montgomery today because I have to do a little shopping. Plus, I have to go to work. I know, all you Republicans think that people who vote Democrat don't work. But we do. I happen to work 3 jobs. I have to. They're all 1099 subcontractor jobs. Gee, I wonder what Project 2025 and Agenda 47 said about overtime and subcontractors. At any rate, it doesn't matter. We get what we voted for. Now, as for MAGA, please wear your merch. If you are a MAGA business owner, please let me know. My money will not be going to you. It's not being petty. It's making sure that people know that I never supported MAGA. I never supported the fascist party. As for the Republican Party, this is on y'all. Just like the Democratic Party had to deal with the racism that cost them an election, and it was racism and sexism, mostly sexism. We have decided that we will take a felon, an adulterer, a liar, and someone who probably wants to secretly ride Vladimir Putin's nuts. At any rate, it does not matter. And you're like, well, Vicky, you sound very bitter. I'm not bitter. We're all going to suffer through this. However, I would like to caution us about one thing. When they realize that their dreams are not going to come true, and when they realize that they've been played, they're going to be looking for a scapegoat. So we should always remind them that when we suffer those 20% increase in prices, when we have the mass deportations that take people out of the workforce, and when they start rounding up people to work in their prison farms, that's when we have to make a decision whether we want to go down on our knees or stand up on our feet. This is not a rebellion. This is self-protection. Self-defense is a human right. And until Trump decides against it and gets the Supreme Court to alter our Bill of Rights, the Second Amendment is for everyone too. Now, y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.